Hi, my name is Danny Wayne. I am blind. I work for an independent living center in Terre Haute, Indiana called the Wabash Independent Living and Learning Center. I also work for Midwest Communications as on air talent with the radio stations here. I was looking for a way to give back to Computers for the Blind. I've utilized their sources for many years, so I thought this would be great. You're going to meet the executive director of Computers for the Blind, Christy Householter. Christy, are you ready to have a little fun today?
Absolutely, Danny.
All right, Christy, I'm going to give everybody a little better chance to get to know you. Some of your volunteers that have been with you for a number of years, maybe companies that want to support Computers for the Blind go, wow, Christy, I heard those questions. It sounds like you're just a lot of fun. So here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Chocolate or vanilla ice cream?
Neither. Vanilla with lots of peanuts and chocolate in it.
There you go. How about Ferris wheel or roller coaster?
Roller coaster all the way.
How about East Coast or West Coast?
It doesn't matter as long as it has a beach.
I like that then. How about this? Speaking of beaches, sunrise or sunset?
Oh my gosh, both. I couldn't decide.
Okay, how about this? A cruise ship or Las Vegas?
Las Vegas.
Okay, if you had the option to ride an elephant or a camel?
Oh gosh, I've ridden a camel multiple times before, but never an elephant. So I'm going to choose elephant.
Excellent. Okay, plastic or paper?
Oh, how about just electronic so that it's neither?
I like that. Okay, karaoke or a live concert?
Oh, I mean, in my like dreams, it would be karaoke, but we won't go there at all. My family says no. It would have to be a live concert.
Okay. How about this? Soda, tea, or water?
Probably water.
Okay. Okay, here's one for you. Salts on an apple or salts on a piece of watermelon?
Oh gosh, Danny, it's going to be neither again. I don't like watermelon that much, and I've never put salt on an apple. Okay, we're going to say salt on an apple because I'm going to try it one time.
Okay, good. Okay, Instagram or Facebook?
Oh, I'm at that generation. It's Facebook all the way.
Okay, Monopoly or checkers?
Neither because it requires sitting still too long, and I can only last for about 15 or 20 minutes.
Okay, how about this? Dogs or cats?
Dogs. I got a big 90-pound golden retriever right beside me right now.
Oh, excellent. Christy, who's the smartest person you know?
Honestly, I think probably my husband. He's the one who kind of keeps my he's one of those people who's really smart, but he doesn't really know how to do common sense things. And I'm much better with the common sense. So we make a really good team.
Sounds like a good combination and a good partner for you. Well, Christy, we're talking about Computers for the Blind. Give me just a brief history of Computers for the Blind.
Yeah, Danny, we were founded about 27 years ago. Our founder, Bob Langford, was blinded in an accident when he was about 16 years old. Now, this was way before the days of technology, and he went through high school and college and had a very successful career. And then later in life, he discovered accessible technology. And it just truly opened the world for him. It made such a huge difference in his life that he wanted to share that with people. So, in his garage, he built, refurbished the first computer that was accessible. It had speech, and he gave it to a friend. And that was the beginnings of our 27-year history. We just sold our 15,000th computer recently. So we went from one to 15,000 over the past 27 years.
Well,
And
Christy, that is a lot of volunteers. And can you talk about them? I mean, you can't get 15,000 computers out the door without a backbone.
No, and honestly, we couldn't do anything without our volunteers because our computers are such a great price. We really do depend on donated computers and we depend on volunteers to refurbish them. And so we have some, this is great. We have some volunteers that have been around since our founder. They were friends with him. And a lot of them have not been able to come back in since COVID, but we have a good little group that come in regularly. And then we have a lot of volunteers that are teenagers. They're getting their volunteer hours. We have some volunteers that are love technology and just want to come in to have fun. But yeah, we have at least 5 to 10 folks a day that come in to refurbish those.
We're talking with Christy with Computers for the Blind. It's an organization that you make a donation and you can either get a laptop or a desktop computer. And Christy's going to post the web link in here, but I want to spend just a couple of more minutes with Christy talking about this. Uh, Christy, I've utilized the service myself a couple of weeks and I get a computer. I got into a jam and my computer died and I do some remote work, as you know how important that is. And I'm a JAWS user. So the partnership with Freedom Scientific is very important.
Yeah, it's critical. It's kind of what makes our product um, as valuable as it is, quite honestly. I don't even know if you remember, Danny, the day that some of those subscriptions were a much higher cost, and now everything's
Oh
free,
yes.
right? And so now things have gone to the annual subscription, but that's the beauty in it. We take computers that are 3 to 5 years old, we refurbish them, we add, Windows 10 Pro, we add Microsoft Office Home. That is new for us starting January 1st. We have a 2019 student subscription that we add on it, and that's made a huge difference. But really and truly, that partnership with Aspero and Freedom Scientific to offer JAWS or Zoom text or both on a device is just what makes it makes a big difference.
And Christy, as we talk about this, companies that are maybe have got their CARES Act and they're they're changing up their computer system. How important would it be for them to donate computers to your program? Would it be laptop or desktops?
Danny, we love our individual donors. We love it when people come by, when local Lions clubs or local service organizations have a computer drive and then they bring them by. It's just really cool to connect with people like that. But what we really benefit the most from is exactly what you said. It's those large corporate donors, those companies that have, 3 to 600 devices at a time, a couple times a year, that they go through, and they're 3 to 5 years old. They're all one type of device. It's just so easy for us. It's so easy for our volunteers to refurbish those because they're all kind of uniform, and the quality is better. And so we depend incredibly much on those corporate donations.
Christy, a computer is such a tool for a person that's sensory challenged. Tell me a story, maybe something, 15,000 stories are out there, but can you share one with me that's touched the lives of a family?
Yeah, absolutely. It's even hard as you ask me that question to pick the one, right? We
Yes.
have a board member who is a teacher of the blind and visually impaired, and she had a student. And students have technology at school. It's available to them, but many of our students don't have that technology available to them at home, and especially at a low cost. And so they were learning their technology at school, and thank goodness the board member thought, well, you know what, this is a perfect opportunity for me to truly live the life as a board member. And she made arrangements to have a laptop with JAWS on it at the home for this student, and help the family get set up with internet connection and all those kinds of things. And when you get those thank you notes of those from those students, and it's going to make a difference. I mean, it truly is going to make a difference for them to have that technology at home, not only for them, but for the rest of the family, and for the rest of their, life. So it's a great experience. We hear those stories daily, quite honestly.
And that's a wonderful opportunity because sometime when you're working at a bench putting together a computer, you don't know. But as you've said, the volunteer kind of selects the person and profiles what they want on their computer. And I just went through that and it was a great experience for me. Christy, one last question for you. Where would you like to see computers for the blind go in the next year, 3 years, 5 years?
Oh gosh, Danny. So when I first came on board, my thoughts have changed a little bit. I've been at Computers for the Blind in about a year and a half now. And, at first I was thinking that maybe we could provide different products, maybe besides just PCs. But our mission statement says that we provide devices, computers, software, and training. And as I looked at survey data, as I talked to clients, as I, answered questions with our customer service folks that speak to people on the phone every day, I realized that the big issue is training. We have folks that want a low cost computer, they get it at home, they unwrap it, and it becomes a paperweight. And so training is a huge component. So right now we are moving into the world of developing as many partnerships as we can with other people to provide training options for our clients. And I think that's going to continue.
That's very, very exciting. My guest today has been Christy Householter. She's the executive director of Computers for the Blind. If you're listening to this and you want to find a way to give back, just as I have, please make a contribution, whether it be a financial contribution or maybe your company is saying, hey, maybe we can give these desktop or laptops to Computers for the Blind. Christy, again, congratulations. 15,000 families have been touched by Computers for the Blind. Thank you to you and all of your volunteers.
Thank you, Danny. I appreciate the time. Have a great day.